guys, it is Monday, July 28th, I believe. Yeah, I just kind of made that mistake. It's already 2 p.m. I'm still there. The dog is just going around a bit outside my room, and Winnie is there getting clean. Like, I had a pretty rough start to the day with my IBS. I might show you a cute little picture, but literally, the dog was laying on the floor looking at me. Winnie was jumping up, holding on to my leg. I'm like, guys, really? Now? Like, it was sort of funny. Like, I said to Winnie, get on the bed. Like, that's the last thing I need is her staring at me while standing up, and, like, her claws are sharp. Right? I'm like, great, this is how my day is gonna start. And I still got about 7 hours to go. So, and this is day 1. So I'm just trying to keep myself busy without overstimulating my anxiety. Well, not my IBS. That's the thing. I don't want to be in the bathroom all day. So I'm trying just to go back and forth as needed. So right now I'm actually watching some of the Holderness fam videos. I find their videos really funny, which is what I need right now. Sometimes something short, something funny. I gotta remember to sweep today, too, though, so the exercise, again, I don't know if it's happening, but I am actually using a glass I haven't used in a long time for my iced coffee. It was the Coca-Cola glass I think I got at Value Village, and it's just the right size. You saw last week, the end of last week, the coffee I made. It was hard to, because it overfilled. My fault for adding too much water, but I just added the blue cream to it and stirred it, and it worked out really well, actually. So I needed a really big glass for that. So I'm going to continue to use that glass for a little bit. And I'm taking my time with the coffee. I'm enjoying it throughout the day, because, again, I have a long day today. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Maybe I will actually start to edit week 14's vlog, despite me saying that I might start last week. It didn't happen. I got the material, but it didn't happen. So I'm just taking it moment by moment today, like I will the next 2 days. But at least the next 2 days I may get a walk, or at least tomorrow, because I'll walk to Timmy's. Well, guys, I am back again. The dog is looking out my door, and Winnie is just laying there with me. For almost 2 hours, well, about an hour and a half, she was laying on my lap. So I'm slowly taking care of the dog. I'm taking it hour by hour, right? And it's already about, a little bit after 5 o'clock, so my aunt said, I said to my aunt, hopefully that I'll rest at 7 o'clock, and that hopefully she should be okay for 2 hours, right? But right now I'm taking it hour by hour, right? I did my sweeping. I fed Leah, which, again, Bandit doesn't usually eat unless my aunt is there, so we usually don't feed him, she does. I let them both out. I'm shocked I managed to get Bandit out. He's usually tough for him to go out for anyone but my aunt either. So, and I'm looking around to make sure there's no messes, and so far so good, and they even both went out to the bathroom, so hopefully my aunt says Bandit has a good bladder, so, but then again, when he's upset, he will do what he does, so hopefully he'll be okay, because when the door was open, really, he was downstairs by himself for a while I listened, of course, and he didn't have any problems. So, and I wasn't there, so hopefully he'll get used to it, to being alone for a short period of time, because I was with him since about 10:50 a.m., so And it's the next 2 days are going to be days I look after him too, so hopefully I can have that 2-hour leeway today for I can be rested for tomorrow. I haven't done very much today, I'll confess, besides like the things I had to do, like the litter and the sweeping, because I was so hyper-focused, on this situation at hand. Like, I mostly watched YouTube, didn't even edit anything. Maybe I will a little later, and you'll hear it later today or in tomorrow's section of the vlog. But just today, I'm working minute by minute, hour by hour, if you know what I mean. Like, right now, I'm sitting straight up with my legs over the bed because as I said, I had Woody in my lap for almost 2 hours. And maybe I will get some editing in if I'm sitting up right at my computer and can use both hands. I could not use both hands in the position I was in with the cat. So, anyway, guys, I thought I would just give you an update on my day. So far, Bandit is okay, and the cat is just loving this. Like, she was in there since about the same time he was. And it'll be till at least 7. So she got to be in my room for about 9 hours almost. So this was the longest stretch she's been in my room. And she went out to eat, and that was it. She came back in. So today was a really good day for her. Well, guys, it is Tuesday, July 29th. Just a few more days till August, which will be a bittersweet month for me for obvious reasons. But I am walking to Tim Hortons now. I'm on day 2 of looking after the dog. But what a morning. He was being my shadow. I had to get him back in the house before I, went today, because he literally flew right out before I could close the door. Ah, boy. He's just in a mood today, but thank heavens this is only until 2, hopefully, unless my aunt goes somewhere else that she didn't tell me about. But she said work ends at 2, so at least I know I'm good then. And it is only a little after 11, so it's manageable. Especially I finally get a walk in. It was an awful few days for that, but let's hope after tomorrow things will get easier a little bit for a while. If not, then it is what it is. Hopefully Bandit won't be here too much longer after August, so things will get back to relative normalcy. Well, guys, I am back from my walk to Timmy's. It was a pretty interesting walk. I have the little girl right there. But I actually caught a couple new Pokemon in Pokemon Go with Gligar and Hippopotas. Plus, I actually did a max raid with Kabuto, which isn't quite a new Pokemon. And she's going at my water. She always does that. But Kabuto will be pretty cool to have. It was a max raid, so that'll be an extra Pokemon. Maybe I'll send it to Sword or Shield, maybe, if I am able to. If not, I guess it's going to Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. But, yeah, I'm still kind of recovering from yesterday. It was a long day with this little stinker. But I do have my iced coffee, so I have that to give me energy. All the while I'm trying to distract her from going at my water and my iced coffee. She's just to beat a stinker today, but I love her. I just got a couple more hours with these animals today, so that's at least an improvement. Well, guys, it is near the end of the night. It's actually almost midnight. It's 11:47. I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon. My day was, I stayed up, I think I went and had a nap about 5-ish, 6-ish. So, but yeah, I got at least a walk in today and the sweeping done, and I didn't do very much editing of my vlog, but maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last day in a little bit that I'm gonna have to look after, well, for my aunt's work anyway, look after the dog. So hopefully maybe I guess I will have to look after him a bit on what is it, Thursday, but that's not going to be till about 3:20 for a little bit. So that's pretty cool that the hardest part's going to be over after tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out what else. As I said, I didn't do very much. I watched quite a bit of YouTube, but I was awake. We'll just say everything kind of just wore me out. Hopefully, once things calm down, when, the animals are taken care of, that way, things will calm down a little bit. Although, again, I admit, it's going to be really, really more bitter than sweet, right? Because I've been bonding with Winnie the last 7 months, and Leah, I always gave her more attention than I had Winnie up until that point. And it's a bitter pill to swallow that both of them are going to be gone at the same time, but the way I see it is that, in a sense, they're going together, in a way, and that I'm forcing myself this time, to be there. I was lucky my aunt changed her mind in February because I was literally sick. There was nothing I could have done on that day, but I'm doing everything that I can. Hopefully things will work out this time that I can be with them and I won't feel guilty about that. Because me reading things about how animals look for you, because it's a scary, time, right? Especially if they're alone. So I'm doing everything that I can to be there for both Leah and Winnie when it's their time to go. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, July 30th, and there was a bit of a change of plans today. My aunt just couldn't get to sleep after she woke up last night, so she switched her shift to Friday. So I'm good for today and tomorrow, I guess. So, but yeah, I might as well say it now while it's still there. I don't know exactly when, but there is some change of plans with the animals and when they're going. Well, at least for Leah, my dog. My aunt's going to try to make an appointment for her a little bit earlier because she is suffering a lot more and she doesn't know if she can hold off until that original plan. But as of now, she still has that plan for Winnie, right? Winnie is doing all right. She said she might at least give me that, with Winnie. So it's a bit harder. I had a hard time getting to sleep as it was last night. And then thank God she decided not to go in today because I'm just going to rest. I gotta remember to do the sweeping though, but besides that, I don't know what else I get done today. I might try to edit a bit of Life Without a Filter, 14, but I don't even know how much of that I'm going to get. I'm just completely out of it. I only got a little bit of sleep, as it felt anyway last night. So, but I figured I would still give you a section for today. And again, sorry for yesterday's such a short one, but it is what it is. I'm trying to show you guys what is new with my life, right? And if it's like the same thing with not much progress, for example, if I'm playing a game or reading a book, I don't want to always show that every single time unless I make some progress in it. So, well guys, I figured I would show you that I'm actually editing Life Without a Filter 14. I am on Wednesday at this point, so slowly but surely I'm getting things done here. Well guys, for now I'm done editing. I might go back to it later, and I have earplugs in. That's why it might sound a little loud or different. But I may or may not read some of the Cuckoo Clock of Doom my IBS is acting up pretty bad. This is why that things changed with the editing. I usually get hooked to my phone, but I'm going to try to take my Buscapan in a minute and then just read maybe at least a few pages of this before I get to the phone, because my reading has been awful lately. Like, my ability to read, like, I always do have little bouts of it sometimes, but this is an easy book, guys. If not, I have a Garfield comic and the Lily, so I should read something, right? I mean, that's why I have this as an option to read on those bad days, if you know what I mean. But today was just not the greatest day in general. Let's hope the next few days will be a little bit better. Well, guys, now it's about 11:30 p.m., and I did make some progress in the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. I believe I'm on now page 26, I think. So I made a little progress, not very much, but I did forget to tell you that I also caught a, was it Salazzle? No, not Salazzle. Centipede. That's what it was. And I'll show you a picture there in Pokemon Go, so besides that, though, not very much happened. I did watch quite a bit of YouTube, but that was about it. Hey, guys, it is Thursday, July 31st, and I'm walking to Tim Hortons. I cannot believe that this is the last day of July. August is going to be a very bittersweet month for me because of what I have said many times about the animals. But I'm enjoying every moment I can with them, especially with Winnie at this point. There's a gym that I might try to take over in Pokemon Go, but obviously you can't see that happening, but hopefully it'll end well. I have a lot to do at Tim Hortons. I have to get my iced coffee, my water, some Timbits, and a donut for my aunt. I gotta remember, no chocolate in the Timbits, because she's sharing them with the dogs. Well, guys, I'm back from Tim Hortons. I got my large iced coffee, and I dominated that gym. I put my ferret, I'll show you the picture in there. Anytime I see a weak enough Pokemon that if I'm going that way, I try to dominate that gym, because it gets me coins that I can use in the shop later when I need it. So it's pretty cool that way. I just try to I wait until they're at a low enough health if they're harder Pokemon. That way I know I haven't pretty much an easy enough time with it. I never even got her name. Yeah, I didn't even get her name. That's how much I cared. But I had the greatest talk with the person serving me at Tim Hortons today. She was just so friendly, and it made my day. We were talking about animals and how her dog loves chocolate even though they shouldn't have it. And a friend of hers' dog loves coffee, and that owner gives him a little cup of coffee to himself every time they go, to a special trip or something. It was just so pleasant, right? And it made my day, so I don't know what your name is, but shout out to you, even if I don't know if that matters, but it meant a lot to me today. So I am in the next few hours going to look after the dog for about an hour or two while my aunt goes and does things, and then I'll be spending time with Winnie. But until then, I want a little bit of peace. I said to her, I love you, but I want a little peace until I have to do everything today. So I'm just going to enjoy my coffee a bit until the time comes, which is going to be in another hour, maybe an hour and a half to 2 max. Wow, guys, 265 subscribers. Honestly, I don't know how long this is going to last. You'll see in the editing where I'm at this point, but thank you guys. I know that's 1 subscriber more since you've seen it, but the fact that it's 265 is amazing. So now I believe I am only 35 away from 300. I believe that is the case. Yeah, it is. Again, I suck at math, even the basic math to some degree. Well, guys, so much for the piece. You know how I said she wasn't going to my room until my aunt left about 3 o'clock? Can you guess what time it is? 1:24. She kept going on and on and on and on and just wouldn't stop. And when I went to give her a nice lecture, no, don't worry guys, not a real bad, one, but a nice lecture saying what was that about and all that, she just decided it was the time to have a bath. That's how apologetic she is. She could care less about my lecture. I'm starting to see what my aunt means by her going on and on and on and being slightly concerned. Because even I gave in to her. But I told her as soon as Kathy gets home, the earplugs. And you're wondering, why weren't you wearing earplugs now? I want to kind of watch videos. I'm not going to lay down, but the way she's driving me nuts, I might just have to do that. Like, I couldn't even use my headphones. She was that, she went over the volume that much. Yeah. Oh, well, this is my day for the next few hours. Well, guys, I am watching the whole Sharky and Poxiel collab full movie. And I also looking after this guy. As I said earlier, he's just sitting there, just looking around. The cat is behind me. Yeah, boy, yeah. Surprisingly, again, he's being good. There's a first time for everything. Well, guys, I'm actually playing Tavern Manager. Today it isn't open yet, but I got level 2, but I need to boost my reputation a bit. I got, it's really hard to kind of see, but I have the beers there ready for it. Yes, as I said, I can't play very much without, doing anything, so I have to, this is the table that I finally bought, and I put a cactus here, a little cactus for a decoration, so I thought I would show you what I'm doing so far with the game. Hey guys, it is Friday, August 1st, and I had an interesting start of my day so far. I have both Bandit and Winnie in my room right now, and you're going to see a clip, and after this clip about Winnie drinking from my water glass. I managed to catch it, but really I was in here, obviously, and I turned and seen, where did Cat go? I saw her on there drinking from my water bottle. I'm like, are you serious, Winnie? Really? I shared the clip with my aunt. My gosh, she has no, she doesn't give a rat's ass. Really, she just, it's like it's her own personal water glass. A water dish. I'm like, well, I guess it is time I get a new glass. But I'm like, ugh. It was sort of funny, too. It can always be washed. Right? But not that I want to encourage it, no, but it just, I just want to know what the cat's logic is. She has her own water. She could jump down, I guess she just doesn't want to leave the room. So she just went for my water glass. And she almost always does it when I'm out of reach, when I'm not paying attention. She's a smart cat. And even when I'm like, really, Winnie? That doesn't deter her. No, she stops at her own time. I'm like, well, she already got into my glass. I'm going to have to wash it anyway. Might as well let her finish. But she started. Don't worry, guys. I don't drink from it when she's done that. Not till it was washed. Right? And I'm like, I mean, it's footage. It's, what do they call it? It's adorable, too. So I thought I would show you. Well, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I was going to kind of walk to Timmy's, but I'm like, yeah, I might wait till tomorrow. I'm just not in the mood for the long walk. I mean, both the bridge and that are long, but it has to... When you think about it, when I go to Timmy's, I have to be a lot more focused. Like, I have to pay attention where I cross the street with all those cars, so I have to pay a lot more attention than if I walked either to the books or to the bridge. I'm not saying I don't have to somewhat pay attention to in certain situations, but there's not as much traffic and I can just zone out when I'm doing those other walks, so it doesn't feel as long, if you know what I mean. So maybe I'll just walk to the bridge at some point today, maybe. I'll wait. My aunt's hopefully getting some groceries today, so I can have a Monster Energy or half of one, because it's later when she comes home. So I'll just do what I could do. I'm having my Restore-Lax right now. It's another reason I'm in here, too. At least Bandit is behaving. He's just laying there near, I have a ladder in my room, so right close to where my ladder is near the bathroom. And when he is now being a saint, of course, she just was thirsty. Right? I mean, again, sometimes you just have to have a sense of humor about these things. That's why I sent the clip to Kathy. I'm like, wow, this is my day. Well, guys, if anything interesting happens, I'll show you, but I'm not going to try to show you a bunch of repeats. Before I go, I might read a little bit of this, but then again, I may not, because I'm almost done with my Restore-Lax, but I'm hooked to my phone, so... Really, Winnie? Really? That is mine! Oh, come on! Come on, really? I thought I would show you that I actually have Pokemon Sword on. I'm just setting it up I'm setting it up tonight so that at some point, if I just want to watch YouTube, I'm going to try to shiny hunt a little bit. Now, guys, I don't have the DLC on this console, so it's only going to be for the regular game. But I'm going to try to someday do a shiny lock, so I'm not going to shiny hunt like a whole lot. But I'm going to try to catch Pokemon from certain routes, and then I can use them for the lock, since I know there's no level limit if I go by, routes of badges. So, it'll take a long time, I know, but I'm not going to worry about it all tonight, but I just wanted to show you I was setting it up tonight. This is the first one I could find with the shiny charm that I had. So, wish me luck. I'm not usually a shiny hunter, so I might try to do other things to distract me while doing so. But yeah, guys, it is now 10:07 p.m., and yes, there wasn't much at all. I did play some, Tavern Manager, but there wasn't too much of note. I'll show you another update maybe a little later. I slept quite a bit. Both my aunt and I are not feeling good at all. She is a lot worse than me, so I couldn't get groceries today. Maybe tomorrow. But maybe tomorrow I'll walk to Timmy's too. Today was the only real thing of note that I did was the sweeping. And even then, it was with Bandit, it was so difficult to do. He literally sat on the carpet as I was trying to place it back down. And that's how my day was going. Have you ever just had a nope? That's how I was today. Right? I mean, you saw that clip of Winnie drinking from my glass. Like that kind of was an advertisement. This is how your day is gonna go. Right? If you know what I mean. So again, sorry for there not being very much today, but I was just getting through today. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day. It's my aunt's first day off for about a week, so she'll be home. So that'll be kind of cool. Well, guys, you wouldn't believe it, but I actually found a shiny on the same night I started hunting. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I thought I would do it for a little bit. So it took me maybe about an hour to find this tarantula. Now, I wasn't having any particular ones that I was choosing. I was just choosing a route, right? And whatever I got was what I got. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a Lechonk, but you know what? The fact that I got a shiny when I was looking for a shiny is what mattered to me. So, yeah, this will be an interesting thing for you to see in my, vlog and that stuff. So hopefully you'll see another one sometimes in the going vlogs. Hey guys, it is Saturday, August 2nd, and yeah, there wasn't anything today, and it's about 7:09. I apologize. Today was a really bad day for me, and you may not get much else today. Me thinking today would be better. Nope. How I'm feeling in general. My aunt's still not quite feeling the greatest either. We're both just not having a good couple of days, and I guess it's as simple as that. I asked the cat once in my room, but I told her not today. It's just how it is. So I'm going to try to take something to help my stomach feel better. Hey guys, I thought I would give you a bit more of an update on today. I did try to attempt some shiny hunting again. So far, didn't succeed. I was at it for about 2 or 3 hours, so I'm not completely giving up on it in general, but just for today. I don't want to overdo it and make myself frustrated, but I was researching, and apparently the shiny charm makes it 1,300 instead of 4,000. So it is a big drop, yeah, in comparison, but it still is quite a high number. And I got the shiny tarantula, or it's hard to pronounce, I'm sorry. So it'll probably take a while to find it again, but literally I looked at I'm on South Province area free right now, and I looked at some of what the shinies look like, and my gosh, Happini, you would almost not know, right? But apparently the way what I'm doing is I'm getting my Pokemon to attack, automatically, and they won't attack a shiny, apparently, so that if I see a Happini and it absolutely refuses to attack, then I know something is off. But most of the other shinies that's on the route are more obvious. The only one I could say that would be a little bit harder to notice, like Happini, is Naxil. But even Naxil has a bit of a difference with a yellow cube and a yellow, rim instead of white. So, yeah, I'm just figuring that all out. While I'm doing that, I'm actually, each new area I'm going to hunt, I'm going to use a different Pokemon and see how far I can level it up from where it was. And let's just put it this way. I had a level 12 Greavyard when I started, and now I am almost level 32, I believe. So 20 levels off those, and those levels, how they are, right? In South Province Area 3. And most of it was from, just knocking out the Pokemon without actually going into battle, which gives even less experience. I've had a few that I accidentally encountered, and I beat them, but I got 20 levels on a Pokemon just by doing that. It's interesting, but I keep going. It still is. It probably won't gain many more levels because he's at a point now where it'll take a lot of experience. So I could be at it for a while, though. And I don't know why I'm tormenting myself like this. I mean, I guess I'm not. I'm going to try to still limit the time I do it, if you know what I mean. But Right now, I am currently watching Top 5 Unknowns, 10 Historical Mysteries That Were Finally Solved, which I'm enjoying so far. And I also did watch both Ian Gabilly and Ashley Kelly's swap videos. Like, they swapped books with each other. And I find that really, really cool. So I enjoyed that video today. But I didn't really do very much today where it should. Well, guys, it is Sunday, August 3rd. And, well, I'm about to walk to Tim Hortons for an ice cap this time. Well, they say I wasn't feeling good and I need a little pick-me-up. But, strange enough, the scale said that I lost about 5 pounds. Honestly, it doesn't feel right, but I had to just go with the scale. I mean, I got on this morning because I woke up not feeling good. And it said 129/128. Got on now about 1 o'clock, and it was... I know I said it says 131, but I gave it 2 pounds. Right? So, between 5 and 7 pounds, like, it just... My aunt said that she'll just let it roll today. Like, maybe it threw me a bone. Honestly, if all weeks to lose this much, this probably was the week that I should have gained, let alone lose. But I'll take it. Hopefully today will be a little bit better overall. Well, guys, I am back from Tim Hortons and I got a large ice cap, the first large I had in a while. And I'm still not feeling the greatest, so I'm probably off to you-know-where for a little bit. I even had to take a witty out because of how I was feeling. I mean, I'm shocked I managed to get this walk in, if we're being honest here. So, at least I have one win for the day anyway. Well, guys, some exciting news is I made some serious progress in the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Now, I am probably still going to read more, but I am on, 12. I'm on page 61. Maybe I'll show you another clip. I can't really get it. But I've read, like, when I say I'm on 61, I mean this is the page I have to read next. And chapter 12. So I was in about 25 or something, right? When I started. So about 30-odd pages, but I am still probably going to read a little more, but I wanted to show you where I am at now, and I'll give you more of an update tomorrow on it. But I finally read. I mean, it was a few days since I actually read, because even when I was in the bathroom a lot, I literally got hooked to my phone. Big issue for those with ADD-like tendencies, or ADHD themselves. It's just... I mean, again, you know what? To be fair, it's that way for a lot of people. Even people who are neurotypical, it can happen. But for those who have hyperfixations and are stuck on routines and habits, it's even worse. So I said to myself, no, pick up the book, start to read, right? And read what you can before you go back to pick your phone back up again. And that's what I did, and I'm proud of myself. I read over 30 pages at least, so that's good. And you're probably wondering about Lily. I will get back to it, but I'm just taking my time with that. I made a good chunk through Lily, so I figured I would read a bit of this. This was also on my list to read. And honestly, it'll be pretty good to have the 3 Goosebump books checked off for the next quest log book logs, because it was a while since I read that many Goosebump books in a row. So far, I'm enjoying this book. I mean, I read it as a kid. Actually, to be fair, once I finish all these Goosebump books, it'll be the first time I think I've read the entire series. I've always only really read my favorites as a child. This was one of them, and My Harriet's Adventure. So yeah, so it's kind of a first journey for me, in a way, reading through the whole Goosebumps series as a whole. This one, the more I read it, the more I'm enjoying it again. Will they say both this and My Harriet's Adventures were 2 books that I loved as a child, but was kind of cringe and kind of not looking forward to reading them as an adult, because my tastes have changed? right? But out of the two books, the Harry's Adventure was the hardest one for me to get out of the way. And this one was, out of the two, that was still my favorite, the least cringe to me. And the more I read it, the better it got for me, even like now. So getting past the first half of the book here was the hardest for me. Like, my gosh, though, is Tara ever a female dog? Again, I know she's a 7-year-old, right? Again, I'm gonna try my best not to spoil the whole thing for you, because I want to give my thoughts in the quest logs, book logs, 8. But my gosh, like, people would say, oh, how evil could a 7-year-old be? Yeah. I mean, okay, she's not murdering anyone, but the thing is, we'll just say there was a scene in the book that I will give a little spoilers to where Tara said she had to study the gold rush because she needed to use the encyclopedia too, like Michael did for his project on transportation. And Michael's like, Tara, you don't do the gold rush at 7, like in the 2nd grade. That's not till 4th. And she says, well, her teacher's name told us we had to do the gold rush. Maybe my class is a smarter class. Give her credit. She is very smart for a 7-year-old, right? I mean, you have to be to pull some of the stunts she had off. Like, I think she was lying about that situation, but with how smart she is, I wouldn't put it past the fact that maybe her teacher did ask her to. It just was a good enough opportunity for her, right? I mean, she could have used any other excuse, right? But she used the gold rush. And actually, I think I remember in 4th grade, I think we were doing something similar. Maybe not the gold rush particularly, but pioneers anyway. So it was a similar situation. Yeah, I could see, though, how a 7-year-old wouldn't learn a topic like that. But again, with Tara, I would consider her slightly gifted in a way, just by her behaviors and how she's able to get past things in a way. Like, Felicity, I just do not like her, though. Like, they say she's the main villain in the Cuckoo Clock of Doom, and I don't blame that title. Usually you wouldn't say that title about a child that young, but yeah, no, she is the villain. Yeah, you could argue, oh, but the clock is evil. Yes, but no, this time it's Tara, right? It is certainly Tara. She takes advantage of the fact she's the littlest, right? And I feel so bad for Michael that parents could not even barely look aside to think, well, maybe Tara should be disciplined a little bit more, right? Maybe it isn't always his fault, right? I mean, there was only one time that Tara got in any trouble whatsoever, and that started the catalyst for Michael's journey with the cuckoo clock. Like, the father caught her playing with the hands of the clock, and yes, he didn't yell at her like they do with Michael or get after her the way they do with Michael, but she got in trouble. She was seen not as innocent as she, that she could do wrong, and that gave Michael the idea to turn the clock's head around to get her in trouble, because he might associate it, oh, Tara did that, right, and get freaked out at. So, really, I still can't get over. I mean, I know she's a lot younger than Michael. 5 years is a big age gap, especially in the kid years, but she is 7. She's not like 4, right? She should have some sense of right and wrong, right? And even with Michael being 11/12, he shouldn't completely always get the blame, right? They should at least scrutinize Tara just a little bit more, because even though she's younger than him, doesn't mean she can't do certain things. Or even if she's been acknowledged to do something like stepping on Michael's foot, the father's like, well, it couldn't have hurt that much. He shouldn't have he shouldn't have downplayed that. The point was she's tried to hurt him. Not, oh, but it shouldn't have hurt it. If you know what I mean. Like, Okay, I'm sorry for the spoilers a little bit, but I just had to get all that off my mind. Like, well, guys, I'm feeling a tiny bit better at this point. I'm out of the bathroom, but I am going to try to do a new video that I was thinking about for a long time. It's going to be a bit of a surprise, and I don't know when it's going to be out, but we'll just say this probably won't become a series like I did with that reading challenge, but it's just something I maybe have in my mind, and if it does well, I think I will do a mini-series when it comes to my mind. Well, guys, this is the ending section of this vlog. Yeah, I got a little bit of an update for you guys. I've lost the internet. We've lost the internet. Just things went on that we have to work, around. So I don't know how long this will last, but right now I have the data on this phone, and I'm trying to use it sparingly, like upload little clips like this, and to go to the Google Drive and click videos to watch offline, just things like that. But by the time you see this vlog, it will not matter, because obviously it's up. But right now, I'm about to post in the community tab to say I don't know when this vlog or other videos will be up and explain my situation, but you guys will already have known that by the time you see this video. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. Also, I did continue to try to shiny hunt a little bit, with no success, but I did talk to the N64 for almost over 2 hours, and this was after the internet went. So, hey, there's some positives to it. The fact that I've been so busy otherwise with everything going on, that the fact that I lost internet at a time that was convenient enough that there was nothing else for me to do was great, because I really, really do need to talk to him more than those collabs, which again, hopefully things work out before Wednesday, but if not, I'll just let him know about Tuesday if I don't think it's gonna work out, and hopefully we can do it the week after if that's the case, but I really want to be able to do it this week. It would be the most convenient week for me to do it. I might as well say it. I was going to wait to really say this, but it's been almost confirmed now that we have a date for when the animals are going, and it'll be August 11th. My aunt said that she would be willing to put it off that long for me, and that things will settle a little bit. So it would have been nice to do the collab on the day I wasn't thinking about it, but when you think about it, it should be over. It'll be 2 days past, so I'll have a day or so to kind of let it sink in. But yeah, sometimes these things just happen. I mean, as I said, I got to talk to the N64 for a few hours, so that was one big positive of me losing the internet, because I'd be so busy with working on my YouTube channel otherwise. So they say sometimes there's always a positive to a negative. Let's hope I can just get through the next couple of days without the internet, because you'll probably see in the next vlog the start of Jazzy going downhill. Gosh, let's hope not. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, like what you see, please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And I'll see you guys in my next video.